Baltimore Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-2. The Chicago White Sox cracked 16 hits on the day as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-4. The Angels took an extra innings victory over the Athletics 3-2. The Seattle Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 13-1. The Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Just to the west of the mighty Mississippi, we're at the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium. Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on?
Remember, last year, he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. To short. Peralta on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. He is out.
No way. That was awesome. Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
Jonathan Lucroy is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The average coming into play right at 320. 1 home run and 3 driven in. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball two. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Ryan Braun will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And he got him. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He's carrying an outstanding on-base percentage with him into this game. Over 450. So he's an extremely tough out these days. Look for him to make an impact on this one.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Matt Garza, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, really, his last start looked like he was throwing to Group 3. When I mean Group 3, that's batting practice. Gave up 10 hits. You're going to have to be a lot better in this one.
Garza sets his sights. 0-1 on its way. A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
At the plate, Jed Jerko. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Up and in for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Santana looking up. Gone! It's a solo shot here for Jed Jerko. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santana is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
Batting fourth,
Alcides Escobar will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Batting fifth,
Rendell Grichuk will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike one. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Here comes Escobar heading for the plate. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Johnny Peralta steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And Jeanette will make the catch, and that'll be that. Kirk Neuenhuis will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Lynn gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. Now at the plate, Aaron Hill, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
third baseman, Aaron Hill.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Piscotty has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
Batting 7,
Jonathan Villar will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here. Stephen Piscotty will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Squared that one up just a little late. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Grounded to short. Villar is right there, and he's set down, 1 away.
batting 8,
Yadier Molina will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
You think of all the foul tips, bumps, and bruises that a catcher takes over the course of a season. For him to put up offensive numbers on top of that, especially now that he's been doing it for a few years, wow.
Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Matt Carpenter will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. Throw goes to third, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball.
Now batting,
Jed Jerko gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Jeanette is there for it, and that ends the inning. Beautiful day for baseball here in the Midwest. Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Domingo Santana will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. Matt Garza ready to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2. Scooter Gennett will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
2 out, nobody on. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Hunter Pence digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Pence now heading for second. Pence around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Now batting.
In now, Alcides Escobar. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Santana moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Rendell Grichuk stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
And now the runner's trying for third. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. It is. Garza gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Hot shot to third. Hill is there. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Hit to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To first. Safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there, as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cardinals are challenging.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Here's Ryan Braun now. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first-pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Hit back up the middle. Peralta with a great stop. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play.
The first baseman, number 33.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stephen Piscotty will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. Back to work now is Garza as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. High and deep to right center field. Nieuwenhuis going back on it, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The pitcher, number 31.
Lance Lynn stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and one away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
This is hit sharply to the left side. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Matt Carpenter steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Garza pauses. Here's the first pitch. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Here comes Molina chugging around third. He'll come home with it, and he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. Jed Jerko strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Kirk Neuenhuis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Aaron Hill is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
No runs, just 1 hit. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee.
That's a ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. On the ground near home. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jonathan.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted the other way to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. And there is Hunter Pence. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And that is into the gap for Pence. He's got himself extra bases. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. Chris Capuano is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Alcides Escobar will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
You know, looking back at Escobar's production in the 2015 ALCS, it's a pretty good reason he was named MVP of that series. He hit a blistering .478. That's called carrying a ball club.
The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Rendell Grichuk will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Oh, and they've got him picked off. On the move again from first. To short, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And the throw from Braun too late as he's in there at third.
The shortstop, number 27.
Johnny Peralta will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put...
And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Oh, and I like how they doubled up on the changeup right there. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, it's natural to think that the pattern's going to be slow, then fast. So you're right. That's a nice call.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Braun has a read on it. 1 away. And a relay home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play.
Now batting, left fielder
Stephen Piscotty stands in. He was hosed at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
You know what? I'm not sure if that was on him or the first base coach, but it obviously...
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground. Domingo Santana will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of...
Sherko gets dirty. He gathers the throw in time.
Oh, love it.
Garen Cecchini is moving about in the on-deck circle now, so that'll officially do it for Capuano.
Garen Shakini.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
No runs, just one hit. One error thus far in the game for Milwaukee.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hard hit at third. On to first, and there were two down.
The batter.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
To third. Escobar fields it cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Tyler Thornburg will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen, as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Neuenhuis sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging on the first pitch as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hard hit to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Jed Jerko will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this hits the bag at second base. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Hunter Pence ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. Hunter Pence, a 3-run shot as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Santana is in pursuit, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Neuenhuis over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jonathan Lucroy is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Line toward right center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Get out of here.
One away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Lynn's ready. First pitch on its way. Chris Carter stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan,
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Michael Blazek will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Digging in, Rendell Grichuk. He singled his last time up. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Nieuwenhuis racing back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
The shortstop,
one gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. And here's a ball hit in the air. Carter is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting,
Stephen Piscotty gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Kirk Nieuwenhuis will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Lynn looks in. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, just looked like he pulled across that slider a little too much. Might have tried to overthrow it.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Aaron Hill.
Chop foul right at home plate. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And plenty of time over there at 3rd to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. Jonathan Villar will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Domingo Santana will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A runner on first with 2 away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Yadier Molina digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit hard to short. 1 away. Lance Lynn will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Lynn is retired. 2 down now.
First baseman, Matt
Stepping into the box, Matt Carpenter. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Alex Presley is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth. And with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Lynn steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. Scooter Gennett will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Pence on the run. 2 down. Jonathan Lucroy stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's swung on and missed, so the Brewers are down to their final strike now.
Oh, you like the...
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon.